Well, hello, friends. Welcome to episode 74 of Dub Life in the Toy Room. And I'm just going to tell you from the outset, this is probably going to be a shorter episode. I got quite a bit going on that I'll talk to you about. But I did want to get an episode for you. It's going to start with some flashbacks, of course, as it's been a busy last 10 or 12 days for me. And we're going to address those. So first flashback, we're going to check in on the day of the viewing. If you watched my most recent Monday Motivation, or maybe a week ago, I talked about that my grandmother passed away. As I'm here, it was about 10-12 days ago, and the funeral was 4 or 5 days. I don't know, my time's really messed up right now. Sometime in the last couple weeks, and we had to go to Florida, South Florida, for the funeral. So this first touch point flashback will be in South Florida. Jupiter Island Beach is where we were. And we decided to, after the viewing, to step out on the beach and at least take in a little bit of the ocean. I'm with my sister, Victoria, and my mother, who is very cold in this clip. And so, flashback. Thank you. Future Dub, past Dub here. Jupiter Island Beach, Atlantic Ocean. I know it's windy, you probably can't hear me. I'm going to show you the drive that you drive to go to this beach right now. And that's the bridge. It's Bridge Road, Mom, right? You think that's the prettiest drive in the world? One of them?
Very pretty. Did you notice the moon's out?
The moon is out. So we're going to look at sunset. Mom wants to leave immediately. We've been here for 8 seconds. 470,000 miles from home, and you're making us leave right away. We're going to, let's look at the ocean and the beach real quick. What an absolutely beautiful view. My goodness. See the moon peeking out there. Losing a little bit of focus. Oh, focus on the ocean. Oh my. There's the moon. Victoria, do you like this? But since we are at this was the viewing day and we have a funeral tomorrow, not a lot of time for play, but I would show you this beautiful beach over here. All right, back to you, Future Dog. That beach is lovely. We're going to go back to it in a bit, but then it's the next day. It is, so it's Thursday today. This would be just Tuesday, actually. So 2 days ago, as I'm recording this will be after the funeral. The funeral was Tuesday noontime, and you can watch that funeral. My dad had to lead the funeral, or was asked to, chose to. And I can't imagine having to lead the funeral of your own mother, but he did a wonderful job. I'll tag that here if you're interested in watching that. It is on YouTube, and it'd mean a lot to me if you checked it out and saw. I thought my dad did a wonderful job. But this is now after the funeral, and we are at my uncle's house, who they lived down there, and they hosted all of the family. It was such a blessing for my grandfather that all of his living children, all of his grandchildren and great-grandchildren, all of us, all the in-laws, we were all there for this event, as well as some long-term family friends and the like. And so my uncle hosted us all, aunt and uncle, at their home, and he has a beautiful backyard that I decided to sit out and spend some time in. So I wanted to show you a couple clips from there. Real quick, one more past Dub. More future than the last Dub, but still a past Dub. We had the funeral today, and it went really well. I was very proud of my dad. I can't imagine having to give the sermon for your mother's funeral, but they did a really good job. And we're at my aunt and uncle's house here in South Florida, and I am sitting out in the backyard. There is a lot of people, a lot of kids, lots of all kind of stuff going on, and I took a little break. So let me show you this lovely view I'm looking at right now. It's just really pretty out here. This is the Intracoastal Waterway that feeds into the Atlantic Ocean. You used to have a boat. I think, see their pier or dock or whatever. It got destroyed in a hurricane a couple years ago, I believe. But I don't think he has a boat anymore. But he did for a while. Anyway, It's a lovely view, and it's good to be with family and celebrate my grandmother's life. So I will hand it back off to all the way Future Dub and whatever he is getting into this episode, which I, at this stage, have no idea what that's going to be. So he's got a lovely home, and I wanted to show you the back of that. So the next flashback is a couple hours after that. My mom and my sister Victoria and my older sister Kim, we all decided to go back to the beach and just kind of relax and debrief and celebrate Grandma a little bit, just for 10 or 15 minutes. And then we were actually preparing. We were going to drop Mom off, say goodbye to Granddad. Mom and Dad were going to stay down there for a few more days. They're still there now. And Kim and Victoria and I were going to drive home through the night from South Florida because I needed to be at work the next day. And so basically I was going to leave Florida, drive all the way home, immediately start working. So that's what I did. So here's a clip with us. It is the night that the supermoon, I think it was called, was rising. So it's kind of scattered, but here's some clips from that. What are you doing?
I shoot selfies.
Do it again. We have the supermoon rising. And a minute ago, the dresses were flying up, so the supermoon was rising there as well. And finally, we get home. This would now be Wednesday, I think. My days are really messed up. No, the funeral was Monday. We drove home Monday night. Tuesday, I had to start back to work. So it's this final flashback will be Tuesday. Drove all night, immediately started working. I went nearly 40 hours without sleep, which was quite a challenge. Don't tell you that for sympathy, just putting some context. So in this clip, I feel awful. I'm really tired. I've driven all night. I've had to work. But I had a haul of stuff that David, thank you to David, was able to help me with. And Joe sent to me again. I'll talk about that in the flashback. And I want to go ahead and show it to you so I could get it cleaned up off the table, put it away. I also had some Tommy John stuff come in, some stuff from Best Buy that I needed for work. And I just kind of show you all of it. So here is that final flashback. Yes. Thank you again, Future Dub. You've seen several dubs back home from the funeral now, as Future Dub probably said, I think. I'm very tired. I have not slept in coming up on 30 hours, and I had about a 11-hour drive across that, as well as a funeral and a viewing and family time and lots of stuff. And I've been working. I just have so much work with the virus and all of that this is just what made the most sense, even though it wore me out. But I do have quite a bit of things to share with you, and that's why we've got some flashbacks. So let's look at some things. We will start right here. If you remember an episode or two ago, I kept trying to find this size frame, which 6x8. For these 3 pictures, and ended up ordering them on Amazon after a few attempts. So I got to get those framed and put on the wall. And then David picked this up for me. I actually had it pre-ordered at Big Bad, but he found it at the swap meet for me. So thank you, David, when he came by to feed the fish while I was gone. And that looks great. Not sure if we'll open it up here, but we'll probably open it up when I'm not flashing back later in the video, along with the cooler that I have. So that looks really good. We'll look more at him later. Let's get these guys framed up and see where their new home will be. Here we go. So that is from the Willis Tower, Sears Tower, Skydeck, The Ledge. First time I went to Chicago, probably like 2012. This is Victoria and I at something, it was a green screen. We have no idea what that's from. It must be like an IMAX that we went to. We have no idea what that's from. Neither one of us have a memory of that. Maybe Myrtle Beach IMAX is what we're guessing. Put those there. This is the other one I got from the Chicago thing. I like that picture. See, that frame came a little damaged. That's all right. There's the New York I got to build. And then we've got some more prizes. So there's Slash. There is the cooler. You saw me pick up last episode or so. That at Target, the throne room, and the red keep. And I think I told you on Walmart I ordered the rest because they had clearance. Sorry the video cut off, but I did order the rest on Walmart because they had clearance. So I got the 3 baby dragon eggs, the Drogon, the Rhaegal, Viserion, as well as the big Daenerys and Drogon. And then also, in addition to what I showed you, also the Battle Beyond the Wall. And we gotta get these built at some point, maybe in this video. We're gonna start right here. I bought this on eBay. I sniped an auction. Iron Man number 55, slabbed 4.0 CGC. Beware the Blood Brothers. Why did I get this? Well, let's see. First appearance of Thanos, Mentor, Drax the Destroyer, Star Fox, Kronos, and the Blood Brothers. Good one to have, I think. Got that on eBay for a good price. This next stack I got from the Brothers Krim auctions that you are on Facebook. Brothers Krim, K-R-I-M, you should look for them. This is like a Mexican foil version of Journey into Mystery 84, like a reprint. I'm trying to get those as I see them. I really like them. Venom number 7. Super cool cover. Also a major first appearance. I think it's Dylan Brock, maybe? First appearance there. Ghost Rider number 2. First appearance of Hailstorm, I believe. I like the cover quite a bit. Then a couple other slabs. X-Men number 20. CBCS and a 3.0. These all bought off of their normal show. Origin of Professor X. Expanded Lucifer Blob. And on this appearance, look at Blob. Very cool cover. And then also X-Men 21. Lucifer appearance. 3.0 CBCS. And then finally, or 2 more items actually. Turtles 68. This is the La Mole Comic Con exclusive. The Mexico, is it Mexico City Comic Con maybe? Cool cover, just an interesting, you see it's got Mexico City. Just a really interesting slab. Starting to pick up some Turtles that I'm putting in the arcade. Sorry for that noise. And then Turtles 93 IDW convention exclusive. You see there with a turtle artwork and signed by Kevin Eastman. Really cool. Witness signature, CBCS. So those are all off the regular auction. Dan Jed, this stack I actually bought directly from Dan, and appreciate him. Venom number 1, Scorpion Comics, Virgin exclusive, 9.4 CBCS, witness signature by Donnie Cates, and I think that looks awesome. Really cool. I'm really into the Virgin covers. Another one, 9.8 Turtles 80 Virgin cover, Planet Awesome Eastman exclusive, witness signature Kevin Eastman. See that Mikey cover with another Eastman art and remark. And we start to get into some that I've been chasing after for a while. So we've got Journey into Mystery 112 4.5 PGX. Jack Kirby art, Stanley Stories. First Thor versus the Hulk battle and the origin of Loki. How awesome was that? Pleased with that one. Surprisingly, I didn't have this book. Amazing Spider-Man 300, 8.5 CBCS. I think most of you probably know what that is. ASM 300 McFarlane, the first full appearance and origin of Venom. Very cool. This is a book that's been on my list for so long. CGC 4.0. Fantastic for $49. If This Be Doomsday. Look at that awesome Galactus cover, because it is the first full appearance of Galactus, the second appearance of the Silver Surfer, the first time they are on a cover together. Super happy with that book. And then finally, from that purchase, 7.0 high grade Journey into Mystery 102. Look at that awesome cover. And this is especially good because it's a Hammer first appearance for Thor fans like me. First appearance of Baldar, Hela, and Sif. Super duper cool. So those are the comics that I got from eBay, and then the Brothers Krim and Dan. So I got one more set to show you. So again, I gotta thank Joe on Instagram, JCMV1218 on Instagram. I'll put it here again. Please go follow him if you haven't. He sent me another care package once we talked, and he understood how much I like the Pooh comics. Let me show you. So we got everything we've talked about so far spread out. And again, please don't feel like you need to send me anything. And Joe, thank you. You sent me this, Walking Dead 150. This is the D cover, the homage to the 1A cover. I have the book, but not slabbed. A 9/8. CGC Signature Series. Do You Poo #1, a chromium. Look at that cover. Do You Poo, and now Granimal with like Incredible Hulk, Eeyore, Wolverine, signed by Murat Michaels. Incredible Hulk edition. Says 6 of 10 chromium series. Also with the remark there. Do You Poo #1, signed and sketched by Murat Michaels. 25 of 25. You got Dead Poo, again with the Hulk Eeyore. See the signature, little sketch there. 9.8 CGC. Again, here, signed and sketched by Murat Michaels. Artist proof, I think is what the AP stands for. I honestly don't know. There you see it. The Legend of the Weapon Poo. Very cool. Again, a signature. I think that Venom is probably the sketch there, I believe. Up here, Do You Poo again. You can see. Oh, I'm sorry. With Tigum there. Killing X-Force Deadpool. Again, a Venom sketch. Signature. 25 of 25. This one, 25 of 25. You see the Spider-Man sketch. Not X-Force. And then finally, again, like kind of the Venom Tigum. Regular size #1. Also signed. So Joe, this is just incredible. Like I love these Do You Poos. They're very hard to get by. He has a way to get them, and he has decided to share them with us so that we can have them in the collection. So please give him a follow. And there's all this stuff. There may be 1 or 2 more packages that show up. So I do have packages. Victoria is here, hasn't run away yet. She's having barbecue chicken. So will I, actually. So I have 4 packages to show you along with all this other stuff. Victoria's favorite thing is Eeyore, Incredible Hulk, and she wishes she could cuddle with him. Let's look at the packages. This package says BM4. Do you think it's a bowel movement #4 from Amazon?
I hope not.
Oh, me, yeah, I agree. All right, 2 series of boxes. The big box was from Tommy John. We got some shorts. It's a hoodie, a little zip up, several t-shirts, gray, black and blue, red, some tights, socks, and some draws from Tommy John. And they had a good final sale, and they're ending their rewards program, so we needed to use some rewards points, so got a little wardrobe action. And then from Best Buy, I picked myself up a new toy, the Microsoft Surface Pro 7, and I got the red keyboard and the red mouse and a nice case for it. I also have the pen, which will come tomorrow, I think. And it'll all go in there together. Be nice. So here's just a table full of wares. And then over here, I have some supper to eat. Oh, supper time, unless Victoria ate it. Oh, chicken and tater salad and oat grease. How's yours treating you? Good?
Very good, yeah.
Very good. So, again, I have not slept in some time, so I gotta get stuff put away. And I'm just gonna go ahead and hand this back off to All the Way in the Future Dub. And we'll probably, at some point in this video, take a look at this guy and review a little bit for you. So there you go. So a lot of cool stuff. Maybe we'll build some of those Mega Blocks today. Not today, but on this video, maybe not. We're definitely gonna try to get the slabs on the wall. That'll probably happen tomorrow. And I may open these 2 figures up, the cooler and the slash, here tonight to show you. I did have one other package that actually has just come in today, and I want to show you what's in there. There we have it, Journey into Mystery 88, a 1.5, but this is a very old 1963, the second appearance of Loki, and I think the cover looks good, which is what matters to me in the presentation. Reward 998550 for this 500,000 search for old and rare coins. Picked that off eBay for a great price, and I'm really happy to have it. I think that's my earliest journey, I believe. So another slab. You can see there's my surface that I did get set up, and I've been using some this week. Happy with it. I love the way the red looks. We'll get more into that another day of this video. But that gets you caught up to where I am today. Work is crazy. I'm pushing 16-hour days. My whole team is. Due to the coronavirus outbreak in the United States. It's been very challenging for us at work. And, I have responsibility for a number of homes across this country, people I manage and whatever. And, almost 500. And I take it seriously. And so we have a lot of work, continuity, contingency stuff that we've been working on, as well as trying to be there for our employees. So work has been really hard and very busy, but this too shall pass. We're trying to keep a positive attitude, remain peaceful, calm, and lead people through it. So that's probably why this episode will be relatively short. Also, with all of the restrictions due to the virus and people not going out, I don't know that I'll see anybody. Honestly, don't know that I'll leave the house a whole lot because I have plenty of food here. I have stuff to do. There's not a real reason for me to. So we'll just see. We'll find out together. Again, double life is double life. And right now, a lot of our lives are somewhat restricted. Hopefully by the time you're watching this a couple weeks later, all that's passed. But I'm not sure that it will have. I got to get back to work. And I'll check in with you a little bit later in the evening after work. And we'll definitely open up this cooler and slash. Well, hello again, friends. Even though it was just a second ago, I talked to you in a clip. It's been a while. It's about 7 o'clock. I still have got probably another hour or two of work, but I needed to take a break and relax a little bit. So I thought I'd go ahead and open these up and show them to you. We can talk a little bit. I'll put those on screen. I thought this camera angle is kind of interesting. Maybe it'll work. I can open and talk to you at the same time. I'm just trying different things with the camera angles as we go. It's been a eventful coronavirus day. Again, it is the 12th of March. This was the day that the March Madness NCAA tournament was canceled, that Disneyland closed, that the NHL suspended their season, Major League Baseball suspended their season, lots of governors closing schools, lots happened, and a lot of those things, like I mentioned, impact me at work. So it's been a very, very busy day at work. And this will actually, I'll show you these, and then we'll talk a little bit more, and that'll be kind of the end of today, and then we'll see what tomorrow holds. Again, I can't promise this will be much longer, although you can just see right now how much longer it is by looking, as I just don't know what will happen this weekend. I do know at some point we're going to look at the slabs, try to get those up on the wall. I do have some other things that are cool that I hope to get this weekend. A couple mezco that I'd like to show you, so we'll see how it goes. But this may just be around the house, maybe just you and I. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at Cooler, the Dragon Stars Final Form Cooler figure, which I think he looks pretty good. I almost actually pre-ordered this just because I think Dragon Stars are actually decent figures. I don't have any issue with them. I like the Dragon Ball figure arts much more, obviously, but I do appreciate when Dragon Stars seem to come out a lot faster than the figure arts do, and they're able to make more characters. So, like, I have like Final Form Boo, I think, like the Kid Boo. I had Zamasu, but I took him off the shelf when I got the figure arts one. Hit is one I have in Dragon Stars. There may be a couple others. I think I have a S4 Goku. So I pick them up, and then there's a chance to replace them. Figure arts I do. You see, it's $25 at GameStop now. God, killing us with the prices, but I don't think that's going anywhere. There's the line. That's the new line. The Ultra Instinct Goku. I'm hopeful to get or I've pre-ordered the figure arts one. The Bardock is one I might consider. The rest of those, probably not. Oh, a Kaba. That's another one that I have. So let's see. These don't come build a figure anymore. I don't remember if I don't think the last wave did either. But all he has is hands. But he's got a tail, so he's going to be pretty nice. I mean, little effects, you know, I know it's just packaging. I'm going to throw it away, but it's not bad looking. So in the packaging here, he sees in his pose and just the 2 open hands. 2 open hands, 2 fists. That is it. This might be kind of loud. Excuse me if it is. I'll try to pass gas while it's going on, but you'll hear a safety in that case. These hands don't want to come out of there. Oh! Ooh! 1 hand. It kind of works for this style of unboxing, I think. Oh, that's loud for you. I know you don't like it. This is all this you're hearing is trying to get this hand out of there. It is in there. They want to make sure that the way it looked in the package, the way it was going to look. So there's the 2 open hands. And that's the only accessories with this figure. Looks like I should probably take the tail off. Maybe? Maybe not. Tail. Because you can see the tail was through the back, so that would have created a problem. Trying to get him out, maybe the rest, yeah. Hands are definitely the hard part. So there he is. There is Final Form Cooler. I think it looks pretty good, honestly. For a fill-in. There's his booty hole. Put his tail back on. Snaps right back on. And you know, I mean, that is not bad at all. Not bad at all. You know, the problem with Dragon Stars, when you compare them, when they stand beside Figure Arts, you can tell they're not quite as good. But they also have loose joints a lot, I've noticed. At least some of mine. Hard to get them to stand sometimes. So, you know, that kind of stinks, but it's all right. It just... You're using them as fill-ins, or in some cases, just figures you don't think you'll ever get. The same way that some of you do with the demoniacal fit, which I do as well. And it's nice that Figure Arts, the Tamashi, is making some more of those that we've had to use for the demoniacal fit to fill in the gaps. I guess I'll put 1 open hand and 1 fist hand. When I have a figure like this that just has, you know, just 2 hands and that's it, I try to use both, like 1 of each, so that, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting my value for the money by using 1 of each accessory. I try to use as many accessories as I can, but sometimes I just don't want them. And then what I've been doing for the last year, I used to keep stuff like accessories and parts and stuff in a tackle box. That was a mistake, because then when I tried to put things back together, it was all shaken up. So now I've just started individually zip locking stuff. If he would have had instructions, I'd have put them in with him. So let's see. His tail does... Oh yeah, his tail will help him stand a little bit. So you can... let's see if we can get him in a little situation pose. Kind of a come hither. Have his tail down there. Let's see. Well, now he's all wide-legged. There we go. It's kind of a come hither. I think that'll work. So that is the Final Form Cooler. I think it's pretty good. $25. I wish it wasn't, but let me give you a little close-up. Scratch my nose. It's probably a solid piece of purple, so not a ton of paint on it. The white's painted. The lighter blue of that purple's painted. Everything else is just mold. Molded in abdominals. Detail on the face is... I mean, it is what it is. So Slash from Turtles in Time from NECA. This was Fan Channel, I think is what it's called with Hasbro, but basically online retailer exclusive. Can't buy it in stores. Have to get it through Big Bad or whoever your chosen online store is. And then like specialty NECA dealers. So like David actually found this for me at the swap meet from a NECA guy that orders directly from NECA that would fall into that category even though he doesn't have a big booth. Or like Adonis might could get it. That type of thing. I already have both the Villains and the Turtles arcade sets from SDCC several years ago. And so... I don't need the Turtles or the Foot Soldier. The problem is they come, let's see if you can see in that picture, with the hoverboards. And I do want the hoverboards. I don't know what to do. because I don't want to buy all those all over again and have the hoverboards. I did not buy the... well, I'm trying to think now, because the cartoon turtles I did buy from Target, and I did not ever get that SDCC set. The movie turtles, I did not get that SDCC set. I did get the recent SDCC Splinter Foot Soldier Shredder from the movie. I did get that from SDCC, and I did not buy the GameStop exclusives. So I'm trying just to buy the new characters, because NECA's going ham with the Ninja Turtles. So like I think the next wave of this Leatherhead is the one I don't have. That's what I'm planning to do, but the accessories are cool in them, so... and those of you who've been a long time viewer know Turtles is my jam from way back. I had an original mock and loose Turtles collection that I sold to pay for my master's degree. And I won't ever collect those again because that's an important moment in my life that I don't need to reverse. But these, in the Super 7... scratchy itch. So let's get Slash open. So thanks again to David for picking the Slash up for me. I did have it pre-order from Big Bad. He found it locally, got it for me as a prize, which I'm very appreciative of. This was like the arcade backdrop, almost like Dimension X. I think, weren't they showing Slash at the SDCC displays and stuff before they were able to start getting stuff into retail? Weren't they showing Slash along with a Dimension X set with like maybe rock soldiers and that kind of thing? He doesn't come with much. Here's in the package. Got his big sword and a grenade. That's it. It's not very much. But I imagine, look at the back. We'll show it when he's out of thing. Lots of molding. Probably makes this more expensive for them to make. I mean, it's certainly got a lot of reuse from the Turtles, but the Turtles were coming with more accessories too. So maybe it's just who knows. You never know with this stuff. And I think he was $25 also. I tell you what, NECA is proud of their twist ties that they put on these Turtles. I remember how hard it was to get all those cartoon 2-packs open. That took for freaking ever to open all those up. If you untwisted them, which I'm doing now, because I think I'm going to save this box. I like the way they look in package too, so it's possible if I have to change things, do something different, I might put them back in the box. I don't know. So far, I've been saving the Turtles packaging, I think, if I remember right. Maybe I haven't, though. It's all in the attic, which maybe one day I'll get David. We'll film a clip from up in the attic. Because I don't go up there anymore, because it is, I'm big dub, not medium dub, and attic is made for medium people. But it's also a very tenuous thing to go up there, because there are all kind of boxes. Now, he is not going to be easy to get out of here. I'm going to tell you that. You see how deep that plastic is? Very deep. Let's see if I can get his. All right, so they got the tape over the weapons. How do you like this style of unboxing versus the Mezco one and the Hot Toys ones that we've done recently? You like having it just one clip where you see me in a small screen as I'm doing this? Or would you rather me just have the stuff in focus or whatever? Any feedback you have? There's a sword, there's a grenade. I have the twist off, or like loose, but sorry. He's a hefty boy in terms of girth. Girthy is probably the more appropriate term. A girthy situation. The old Slash. There we go. I'm not even sure that I'll need the box. I'll turn that around. See, that's the backdrop that came with him that they've got in the picture there. So, the articulation feels normal for their other turtles. You see he's got the blades on his gauntlets. I think you'd call that kind of the armor. The shell's really cool. Really cool. Got like a supply belt with the reverse S. I think that looks good. So let's give him his grenade. Since he only has two things. Actually, I may put his grenade on his belt back here somewhere. I think it'll fit, right? Yeah. Give him his grenade back there. Oh, that was short-lived. Just immediately came off. So maybe I won't. Maybe he'll need to hold it in his hand, and which is a little harder to notice. Let me see if I can get a sword in his hand first. So, Steph, I might need to put a little heat on his joints because the NECA joints kind of notoriously are a little sticky. I don't want to hurt him. So let's leave him alone for now. And I'll water him up later. But there are those two guys, Slash and Cooler. That face. That's good. It looks good. Stands firm. So that's what we're going to do for this day of the video. Tomorrow, I think we'll try to deal with the slabs. Maybe. And we'll see what else has in store if I leave the house or not. I don't necessarily have to, and I'm not in a hurry to, so we'll see. But hope you enjoyed the flashbacks, and we'll get going again. Talk to you tomorrow. Well, good afternoon, friends. I'm back in the arcade. It's been a crazy night last night, crazy day. So much stuff with work with the virus. So I don't know what today's going to hold, but I know we're going to do slabs. So in this room is where you can see I keep the Walking Dead stuff. It's where I keep Turtles stuff. And it's where I have any of the Do You Poo things that I have on a wall. Is where I have those up. And I think I'm going to continue that. So I have a few slabs, Walking Dead, Do You Poo, Turtles, that I think we're going to probably get on this wall or something. So let's do that. So here's my mindset. I've got this Do You Poo. These are the ones I showed you earlier. These 4 slabs from Joe. I think I can put them across the top of that window. I do have these 3 Walking Dead poo that David gave me for my birthday or Christmas a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago. They're framed. I'm probably not going to mess with those right now. I do have other Do You Poos. Some from Joe, that one, and that one. And then I've got this one that I got, I think from Brothers Krim probably. And that one, I need to get these sent off to get slabbed. And I'll probably send those to get slabbed at the same time, so they can be up there. So I think that'll be the poo corner. Poo corner. So I have this one Walking Dead. I think I'm gonna just put it in this corner here. I probably will take that one. That's the big issue, if they'll both fit right there. And then the turtle stuff, I have 5 slab turtles because one's there and one's up there. I think I'll move Kevin Nash and put those there. So let's see how it goes. Well, let's see how I did. I moved him down here. He used to be up there. I just had him temporarily, and temporarily became a couple months because that space is supposed to be allocated for when I get customs. Blank covers done. There's that one. I know the glare is showing where you can't see it. So they didn't quite fit. There wasn't enough space. I'm pleased with the Do You Poos. Just had them to the corner. They look great there. And then on this side, the same. Turtles, I think, look good up there. Kevin Nash moved down here. He will gaze at you, Diesel, as you play Centipede, in that corner. So overall, I'm really pleased with the way that wall looks now. So looks good. This will be what we tackle next. What my thought is that I'm just gonna keep the wall growing. I have such good first appearances that I wanna make sure people can see them and they don't get lost in the sea of this. So I think I am gonna end up continuing to go up the sides rather than the way it is here. And then what I do with things that are really good first appearances, like, I don't know, like that one. First appearance of Beta Ray Bill. I may put all the first appearances kind of right here in the middle at eye level. But I have a lot of first appearances, so I have to, you know, Kamala Khan becomes the new Miss Marvel. Maybe that's not a first appearance. First Carol Danvers is Miss Marvel. Maybe that's not a first appearance. That is first full appearance of Gambit. So I don't know. I may have too many to do that, but that's for later. I got to get back to work, lunch break over. So we're gonna work on this some, probably this afternoon. And then it's been a very busy, long day, so I do think I'm gonna go find something fun to do for dinner. Whoo, what a day. It's now the end of the day. And I'm going to try to do some work on these beautiful slabs before I go eat. I think I'm going to go to Papa Jack's, get some low country boil. The problem is, I honestly don't know where all my first appearances are. So I need to kind of look through them. And I think I'm just only going to use ones that say first appearance of or origin and first appearance of and move those. There's no way I can keep these things in order. DC, Marvel, X-Men. No way. It's just going to be a wall of random things. So this is where we're starting. Let's see where we get to. Well, we're checking in. We've got the side ones down. And then the first appearances that were on the first two rows I've taken off. These are not first appearances that came from the sides. I'll place those back here, fill in the gaps. All of those are first appearances. Those are the new books, no first appearances those. So I'll start to fill things back in. I think this row, and this row, those three are where I'm going to put the first appearances. But I wanted to start with the bottom and kind of reset. So that's where we are so far. This isn't a lot of fun, but we've got the bottom now filled in with non-first appearances. These are all first appearances, and I've got some more already in those three rows and a few up there. I think it was 32 first appearances. So I'm just going to start at the bottom and start on the third row here and just start filling these in. Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm hungry too. I need to hurry up. Well, we've got some progress. First appearances there. I ended up having more than I thought. Ladder, I still got 21 books. Now I have to go up. And I'm hungry, but I'm going to try to get it done. Well, let's see. Whew. Well, you can see, I don't think I can reach any higher. I'm in tenuous. And I'm at the top of the ladder. I don't want to stand on that orange thing. So I think 3 high is as high as I can go up, at least by myself. So let's check it out. Okay, so we'll start at the bottom of the steps and then show you all the different views. So here from the bottom, that's where it used to end right there. Now we've got 3 more rows framing the window. I wish very much it's just slightly not wide enough. Otherwise, I'd have all those there. But I think that looks good, and that view from downstairs looks really nice. And then I just tucked these 3 here. The 3 that would be a 4th row up there that I don't feel comfortable doing. Maybe David will do. So maybe 1 more row, but I don't know what ladder we'd need to go way up there. It ain't one that I have, and I don't know that you could use it here. But I like these chrome silver surfers. That one's signed by Stan Lee. That was a gift from David, signed by Paul Bettany of Vision, really cool cover. So those are a little special. I put those there. And then as we work our way up the stairs, you can see what it looks like from above. If we're in the living area or the resting area. So my house is like an upstairs and downstairs. The downstairs is kind of the general living area, and the upstairs is more like the bedrooms and such. Even though the wizard stays up here. Hey, wizard. So there's the view from up the stairs. I think that looks phenomenal. And let's take a quick look at the first appearances. If we can focus. First appearance of Mulder and Scully. Optimus Prime. That is Zoom. Miles Morales. Doctor Who. Merlin. She-Hulk. Lobo. Star. Puma, the Silver Age, Ray Palmer, Adam, War Machine, Beta Ray Bill, Jessica Jones, Shadow King, Amal Farouk. This is the one we got at the weird, Tom Zuma, that we got at the weird place. This is a good one, the one I just got, Balder, Hela, and Sif. Rachel, Avalanche, this is a bunch on this one, Destiny, Pyro, Future X-Men appearance. You got Jubilee. On that one, I know you can't read these. It's not focusing well. Mr. Hyde and Surtur. He-Man and Skeletor. That is Gambit. Omega Red. Black Cat. Death. Bane. Galactus. Firestorm. Venom. Thanos and Drax and Mentor. Heatwave. Red Hood. Jason Todd Red Hood. Doomsday. Savage Dragon. Wildcats. And Nebula. And down here, I do have first appearance of Stormbreaker. Not on, so all three of those were first appearance. I had one too many, so I put it there. So there you go. Papa Jack's closes in about an hour, so I gotta head that way. Let's go get some supper. No! Forgot one. The one I just got. Second appearance of Loki, Journey into Mystery 88. After all that work. Fortunately, not a first appearance, so it's just gonna go on the side with the others. That's just what's gonna happen. Gotta get to Papa Jack's. Could you make it on your own if I could? You didn't think you're not gonna get a concert in this episode. We had to leave the house. We may not leave the house again. So we had to get a concert. You know, it's a little one, a short one, because we're just going to Jacket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to wake up where you are. And I won't say anything at all. Hey, so why don't you slide? Baby, bye, bye, bye. Don't want to be a fool for you. Hey, just another player in your game for two. What? Told you. Short concert. And I'm here. With bye, bye, bye. Let's get there. So I hope they still have Low Country Boil. They're only open 40 more minutes. Fish fry, Low Country Boil. And I imagine restaurants are not terribly busy right now with all the coronavirus stuff. We'll talk a little more about that later. So hopefully they still have stuff. Last time I came around video, they didn't have what I wanted, the prime rib. Made me sad. Hopefully they have it. Certainly not nearly as busy in the parking lot as it was the day of the prime rib. There was also like that party. I never found out what happened there. It doesn't look busy on the inside. That's probably not good for Papa Jack's. But maybe it's good for me to get some Low Country Bowl. So good thing I'm coming to support the local businesses in this time of challenge. I don't see a Low Country Bowl on there anymore. That's not good. They've actually sold quite a bit of stuff. But I'll have something delicious. I kind of want the bread pudding. So they were out. Low Country Boil. But that's my own fault. Because it's 7:26 and I was on a ladder. Should have left an hour ago. But I did order the other special of the night, and with that I will be using Papa Jack's Lip Smacking Hot Sauce, which I've never used on anything here. Hopefully that will be good. I do think when I leave here, we're going to take a quick trip to Kroger. And it's like Corona Apocalypse and everybody's buying all the stuff. I've not been to the grocery store in weeks. I don't really need anything. I'm pretty stocked up. But I'm going to go check it out. But let's wait for food. There we go. Catfish fillets, corn, green beans, big hush puppies. I think that looks like a delicious, delicious dinner. Let's spice it up. So this hot sauce doesn't have like a spout. It's just a hole. I was gonna like shaky, but that seems treacherous. So we're just gonna pour it like that and do a little dippage, you know, a little dippage. Oh yeah. Oh, that ain't playing with the beef. I like it. This is good. I'm not disappointed they didn't have the Low Country Bowl. In fact, I've got the Low Country Bowl one time. Ooh, I need a dip. I haven't got the catfish before on the special Friday, and I'm glad I did. Puppy. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, my supper was yummy. They were closing up, so I just tried to hurry up and finish, get out of there, rather than filming everything. Catfish is really good. I'll be back for that. And their hot sauce is good. So here I am at Kroger. Papa Jack's is just like right there. The yellow. I feel like maybe this is a mistake coming to Kroger, since everybody's talking about how chaotic the grocery stores are. But, oh, parking lot's pretty full for 8:30 at night. But here we go. I don't really need anything. I'm just gonna kind of see what there is. I can use some butter. Yes, thank you. I'm having a good night. Let's see. Maybe I'll just get I'll get a cart. Just in case. You never know. I don't know what you need. I was just gonna get a basket. But maybe they have something that I want. Tell you what, one thing I don't need, toilet paper. Because we got bidets all over the house, and so you just need a little bit of toilet paper with the bidet. Not the big supply that everyone else has been raiding. Trying to tell people for years, once you wash crack, you never go back. So, get yourself a bidet. That's probably not sold out on Amazon. Alright, let's go find something interesting. Simple Truth Colossal Chicken. No. I mean, it honestly doesn't seem, the lines are just kind of regular. It seems normal. Maybe that's because everything's already gone. I don't know. That was a big chicken though for $10. Let's see. Crispy beet crusted chicken. Oh. Beet tastes like you just got tackled. To me. I'm not a beet fan, I'll tell you that. Cakes. I mean, you know, it's not like empty. What's that? Shrimp. Seafood's all fine. Some of it's gone, but not all of it. Cod. Sesame shrimp toast. This area looks relatively empty. What is this? A frozen? Oh, the chicken. All the chicken. All of it. A lot of beef is gone. Guess I don't live in a seafood area. There's some chicken wings. I wonder if I can make those in the air fryer. But I think that chicken I can make in the air fryer. A lot of deli meats picked through. This is kind of crazy. What's interesting to me is what's not gone. So, the natural choice and the Simple Truth and the Applegate Naturals, fully there, but the cheap stuff. What's that? Oscar Mayer, Kroger brand. That's all gone. Cowboy rub is here though. Smoky bacon. That sounds delicious to me. Lunchables, still relatively in stock. What's gone here? Oh, hot dogs. Hot dogs almost completely gone. But the Nathan's beef and cheddar jalapeno franks. This is interesting what gets completely, like, so look. So much of this is gone, but there is quite a few chicken sausage links. This is the time that the grocery store should look at what is sitting on the shelves and go, maybe that's not a product we need to order that much of. Because it ain't selling well. That's my thought. Well, the orange juice is gone, but not the other juices or teas. Milo's, that's good tea. They have a Splenda tea, it's yellow. Well, the lid label is yellow, it's really good. Plenty of coffee creamer. Lots of milk. I would think that milk would sell, but no. And there's less milk than usual, but let's see, it's the 13th, March 30th. I'm gonna get some milk. Some milk and some cereal, perhaps. $2.79 is a good price. Let's see, 1%. March 28th. I don't know. Maybe I don't need milk. Thinking I can make some cereal. I don't really need anything. Just this is a curiosity right now for me. And whoa. Well, I guess that's the toilet paper aisle. Let's go look at that. Go back this way. There are some people fully, like, wrapped head to toe, masked up, all that jazz. But, you know, it's fine. Can't be too cautious. Butter. Pretty empty. Still, I think you can kind of get chips. I'll come back to the chips. What's this? Big Brian's face? Big Dub's face? Yeah. That's quite a thing. Toilet paper situation. You ain't getting it. You ain't getting toilet paper, tissues, paper towels, anything you can stick in your booty. You ain't getting at this Kroger. Good thing got a bidet. Okay, we've moved to, well, that's the olive oil aisle. I'm sure that aisle is fine. A lot of people doing like the essence cooking. So potato chips. And these are like lunch individual bag chips. Okay, the chips are picked through a little bit, but not terrible. What's that? Spicy Cajun crawtators. That is not for me.
You need to be worried, dog.
I mean, there's a lot of chips gone, but not terrible. Lots of tortilla chips. I guess people are going to go after the chips and salsa. Beer. That's what I'm curious about, is the beer all gone. The Oreos all seem fine. Candies, plenty of candies. I would have thought maybe cookies and candies, people would gobble that up and, you know, try to make themselves feel a little better about all the situation, but not bad. I mean, don't get it wrong, like these shelves never look like even that, like at all. They're almost always fully stocked, unless something's on like some type of super duper sale. So like everything is impacted slightly, but not catastrophically like the toilet paper is, and like the hot dogs, and some of the lunch meat. Of course, just sitting there. Somebody's thing. There's some wipes. I thought you weren't supposed to be able to find wipes. Well, there were some. Feel like a goodie care of wipes. It was relatively busy for this time of night, I will say that. Beer, that's what I'm interested in. Beer. It's all the beer gone. Let's see. Looks like Gatorade. Here we go. Wine and beer. Well, the wine is not all gone. Alright, so far doesn't look terribly different. That's a White Claw. I mean, there's a lot of emptiness here. Not a ton. Looks like plenty of available Corona beer. Plenty. I mean, Anheuser-Busch was ready. I don't think I've ever seen that before. They're planning on people coming. Because I know the Anheuser-Busch, they have to stock the stores themselves. So they're ready. Maybe they just restocked it. Well, all right. There's nothing I need here, so I'll talk to you when I get home. I told you a fib. I ended up filling up my cart. So I decided, since I was here anyway, and they had a really good sale on cans of Coke. Vanilla Coke Zero and Vanilla Orange Coke Zero. I'll just go ahead and do it. Pick some stuff up. And I needed butter anyway. That was the one thing I had on my grocery list, so I got butter also. And then I got other things. I'll show you when I get home. What's up, guys? You missed me? Well, I'm back. Look at this exciting shopping experience. So, got 2 vanilla zero sugars, 1 vanilla orange zero sugar. I just buy like cans or bottles. So you see Fresca. Got some down there. I just buy them when they're on sale. Ooh, Josh and Coco. Things like that when they're on sale so that I have them. Because normally like $5 each. They were like $2.50 each, I think. Needed some more yogurt. Got some yogurt. I needed butter. Got butter. Gatorade and energy drinks. When they're on sale, again, I do the same thing. You can see Powerade, Gatorade, energy drinks. So I did that. And then this is a prize for Victoria. She loves Nutella. She loves the Reese's eggs. This will be for her. I needed butter. And this is the extent of my doomsday prepping. I got some Honey Crunch roasted peanut spread. They're basically out of peanut butter. 1 pound of Kroger deli ham. And then 2 of these little mac and cheeses. Kroger mac and cheese. Do I think, and Victoria will eat those if I don't eat them. I'll eat the ham and the peanut butter. I don't really need it. I mean, I have a whole bunch of protein bars. You know, I got a lot of stuff. Vegetables. I got some pasta sauce, Girl Scout cookies. Some burgers. Got some chicken and pork chops. Got nuts. Almonds. No, not much else in there. But, you know, I got enough to last for, you know, several weeks with the protein bars. I don't know. This'll work. That'll do, pig. But I will let that be the end of today. It is 9:15. Honestly, I'm just pretty tired. It's been a very long week. You know, a week ago this time, I had just landed from New Jersey and was about to get up and drive to Florida. So quite a bit has happened in the last 7 days for me off camera that's worn me out. So I'm going to go to bed pretty soon. Tomorrow, the last day of the video, we'll definitely check out the Surface a little bit, and figure out what else we can do during coronavirus time. We'll have fun. Hopefully you're enjoying this video. Talk to you in the morning. Well, good morning. One final morning of first week of Corona quarantine video. And I probably won't leave the house. I did check in with some friends. Everybody's staying at home, which I understand. I mean, I've got family members that would be very susceptible to this, especially my parents. And if I'd like to see my parents, I don't need to go potentially bring something to them. So we're going to be wise. We're going to think about other people and not just ourselves, and make the smart decision. Did see that Toylanta next weekend is canceled along with everything. Everything is canceled. And while that's disappointing, still the same thing. You know, even if I feel like I was healthy enough, in reality I probably am not. But even if I felt like I was, it's a pretty poor thing of me to do, to just say, well, I'm going to go to this convention and let's say that I get sick or I get the virus, but it doesn't really impact me much, and then I get someone else sick and they end up much more severe. It'd be pretty crappy on my part just to go to a toy show. It's not worth it. So I'm going to listen, and you know, I have lots of fun things to do at home anyway, and hang out here over the weekend. But we'll wrap up this part of the video here in a couple clips, this video, and probably be another video like this next episode. I don't know. But I promised you we would look at the Microsoft Surface Pro 7. So that's what we'll do. But first, coffee. We're going to have the Crave Coffee Cinnamon. Little Keurig situation. And at home, I just put a little, like a splash of the almond milk and a sweetener. That's all I put in my coffee. So I'm gonna set this up. All right, let me get set up and we will check this out with some coffee. Okay, let's see how this whole setup works. Ooh, cherry pie. Lara bar, little breakfast bar, you know. So, I got this in this case. Let me unplug it here. Which, if you can see right there, it lets the kickstand work. That's the attachable keyboard, the mouse over here, the pen. But let's just look at it first. So it does work with Face ID. You saw, if you just saw that, it quickly saw who I was, even with the camera in the way. If you've never seen a Surface mouse, they're really cool. They're light like this, easy to pack in your bag, briefcase, book bag. But then when you, boop, now it's a functioning mouse, which I think is cool. I also have the pen that we'll look at later. So if you look at it, it's just a standard Windows 10 laptop when it's in this mode, and you can just kind of do whatever it is that you need to do. Primarily right now, I'm just using it for work stuff. I bought it specifically to help me be more mobile with work, so that if I want to go to the park or on the airplane, things like that, I can work one way with the phone, but that's primarily just email. But I need something a little mobile if I need to work on documents, spreadsheets. Cinnamon's good. Or whatever the situation may be. And it's just hard hauling around the laptop, and sometimes I just want to keep that in. This is much lighter, and it's modular, so it's much easier. So you see, it's just standard Windows 10. If you're not familiar with Windows 10, let's look at this Lara bar while we're doing it. It is an interesting looking thing. But I think the cherry pie one's pretty good. What are my ingredients here? Dates, almonds, and unsweetened cherries. 3 ingredients. And you know, it tastes like it has 3 ingredients. But I like those 3 ingredients. So, not bad. Okay. In order to fully review this, we got to take it apart. So we can pop that back down, not needed, right? Here, if you look at the keyboard, it is actually not connected. Well, it's connected, but it just can boop, pop right off. Separate piece, you buy it separate. I really like the red color, all matches. You can see the connector point there. So you can take that off. I guess I could have shown you how it folds up in the case, and it'll fold up in the case with the keyboard on it as well. You can see the kind of space there for it. The case is nice, also kind of got a similar red. It kind of looks like a book. So, if you see here in this case, it's got the kickstand and these like Velcro straps. So you can just take those off. Now, if I was traveling and I plan to be doing this a lot, I only put it in this case when I'm working stationary. And see, there you go. Now it's a tablet, which I like quite a bit. Let me take out the pen. We'll look at that in a minute. So you can see the case there, folds up, put it away. And now, this tablet, which I'm on the wrong side, see the back of it, has a kickstand. Just like that. So you can still use it with the keyboard without the case. So Microsoft doesn't make the case. Everything else Microsoft makes. But you see that. There we go. It hopped back into like computer mode because I've got the keyboard on it. If I take this off, now it's going to turn back into tablet mode, where if I turn it, it's going to pivot like a tablet does, which I think is cool. And now it's fully touchscreen. So it doesn't look like I'm not on the internet. Well, that's not very helpful, but we ain't going to show you all that right now. So let's look at the pen, which I've not used on this version. So we probably want to go to... let's open up OneNote. Hopefully it won't be anything proprietary. So I will do it off screen in case my work stuff pops up. And we may as well connect to the internet while we're here. So as you see, it's really flexible. So like right now I'm just holding it in my hand. And again, you think about how much easier it would be to have this in an airplane. It's a similar size to an iPad. So, let's see. We got the OneNote's basics. Let's see. Write your name here. Big Dub. See, that's cool. There's buttons that I do not know what they do. Let's see. I press the top button. Loading. Oh, so that automatically opens up sticky notes, which I don't need right now. But then that way, sticky notes are like sticky notes that you can put on your desktop. So like if you were working, you could be like, boop, I want to take a note about whatever. And, oh, Microsoft Whiteboard. Yeah, see, I'm learning things too. And then I think there's another button. Yeah, there's a button here. That opens up Whiteboard. Okay, so I pressed the wrong one. So anyway, you can do all kind of stuff with the pen. I have to learn. I think you can open up Whiteboard, sticky notes, all the different things by pressing the buttons. We will, there you go. See, that's kind of cool. I won't show that because I'll probably have stuff from work that you're not going to see. So anyway, it can be disassembled. It can reassemble relatively easily. It can be a tablet, can be a computer. Really helpful for work and for what my use case is. So there you go. There is the Surface Pro 7. Best Buy had them for $250 off when I bought it. So I bought it. And I've already been using it this week, and it helps me with some flexibility. So there you go. So I went ahead and put it all back away. You have the keyboard in there now. It's all folded up nicely. That little slot is actually the charger, USB-C, USB-A. I think that's all it has. And so it does have a proprietary little charger, which anybody, I mean, all these companies use proprietary charging mechanics, and that, you know, helps them make money. So rather than using like a standard, I don't know, USB-C to charge it, you have to use that, which means you have to buy the Surface dock if you want to dock it to a monitor and blah, blah, blah. But there you go. So you see it's charging, it's lit up. The charging brick has one USB port as well, USB-A, if you need it. So there you go. And I'm going to spend a few minutes with my coffee. And unfortunately, I've got called into work which is not surprising whatsoever, because it's been really hectic right now. So I got to spend some time working, and I'll check back in with you later. Oh, a few hours later, I think I got done with the work I have to do today. And we got one more thing to look at before the video ends. Package! Okay, well, in the Mezco box was the Mezco 112 Collective, Mezco exclusive, Far From Home Spider-Man that I pre-ordered whenever that went up a while ago. That's exciting, perfectly exciting. But this box is very exciting. This is from Boss Fight Studios, and it is my, I don't remember if it was called All In, but they had a Kickstarter over 2 years ago, I think at this point, for horsies for the Vitruvian Hacks. And it's here. I knew that it had started shipping from China a while ago, but I just got an email last night that you have a package coming this morning from Boss Fight. And I couldn't remember if I had pre-ordered something or what. Usually I keep track of that. But it's my Kickstarter box. I have not opened this. I've opened this, but I haven't looked at it yet. So we're going to find out together. That, pile of nothing. That, big pile of nothing. Thank you, Kickstarter backers. Because of you, we've been able to move from our very first successful action figure line into our first animal action figure line. If you're missing anything, contact this. If you ordered Australian kits, something. If you find that one of your joints is stuck, use the hairdryer. Due to the size of some of the orders, many of you will be receiving multiple shipments. I do not know if I'm getting multiple shipments. It came on 2 different containers. One arrived and the other is due to arrive within the next week. All In and other large backers will receive a shipment of all of the items in stock in a second, third, or even fourth package. Some of you bought a lot of horses. I'll know when the others arrive. So, I don't know if this is everything or not. I honestly don't remember. I'll have to look at what I ordered, but let's go. My little note. Oh, look at the horsey sticker. Look at the horsey sticker. Another horsey sticker. I like it. All right, so we've got a Dark Pegasus creature kit. We've got a Pegasus creature kit. There's a lot of stuff in this box. We've got another Pegasus creature kit. Another Pegasus creature kit. I don't remember what all I ordered, to be completely honest with you. I knew I wanted to be able to make a lot of the Pegasus and the Dark Pegasus. We'll look at them closer when I get it all out. A Light Tack kit, Australian A. Another Dark Pegasus creature kit. It's probably just blocking my face and everything else. Oh, here's a horsey! The Sugar Skull. I think this was the Kickstarter exclusive. The Sugar Skull. We'll go over. I'll put them camera over all of them once I get them out. Smoke. This is not probably the best way to do this. These look really, really good, by the way. They're 3 3/4, 1/18 size. Socks. Shield. The white horsey. Another smoke. So like the white and the black one, smoke is black, shield is white, are for the Pegasus and the Dark Pegasus kit. Ooh. Ooh. I saw some other stuff that looks beautiful. Goldie. It's like a brown horsey. Sarah Francis, unicorn. I like it. Maybe that one was good. Oh, Calamity again. Another Sarah Francis. I honestly don't know if this is all of them or not, everything I ordered or not. I feel like it may not be. And finally, Kaiwiki, which is like a elk. Let me lay these out. We'll look at them a little more closely. You can see I still haven't put that on the wall. Oh well. So here we go. Here's all the stuff. I did look, and this is maybe half. I mean, technically half, but more than half really. So the all-in included 9 horses, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all 9. So those are the 9 horses I got. It includes 12 of these. So this is only half of the creature kits, and it included 6 equipment, like accessory kits for the figures themselves. None of those are here. So I have at least another box coming that'll have 6 more of these different kits and creature kits. There's like Roman and Knight of Accord and some other things. So this is half, but all of the horses, which is wonderful news. So let's look closely at them. I know there's some glare. I think they just look they actually look really good in the box. So I got one of all that they had. There you can see all the different attack kits. Knight of Asperity, Knight of Accord. Knight of Asperity, I don't remember opening up on the Kickstarter. I think you have to buy that on their website. But that shows you good example of what how the attack kit works. You can have the regular horse, or like with this one, you can turn it into a Pegasus, or if you want to, a unicorn, because it has a different head, which I think is pretty cool. Those are the attack kits. I don't think any of these images have the accessory kits for the people themselves. So we've got 3 that we can turn into like a light Pegasus, which we can put on the shield. Well, really any of them. I mean, but it would also work on the darker one. Then the dark Pegasus, which you see, I really like that kind of, doomsday skull unicorn. I think that's cool. And then, kind of standard, the way you would ride a horse is Australian Roman, things like that. So you could have jousting. So we've got the Dark Horse Smoke. We've got Socks. We've got Goldie. Kawaii Key is for like an elf. And then these were both the Kickstarter exclusive ones. The Sarah Francis Unicorn. So it's almost like a deluxe, like it already has that stuff on it. And then Sugar Skull. Those were the Kickstarter exclusive items. And of course there's the Mezco exclusive Spider-Man. The art on the back of this box is really nice. I always love the art on the back of the Mezco exclusive boxes. And those stickers are great. So there we go. Horses! But with that, we will end this episode of Dub Life. All with me with some flashbacks. Again, I appreciate all the support, prayers, love everybody's been sending our way as we mourn the loss of matriarch of part of our family, grandmother, mother, wife, to different people in our family. Continue that support, especially for my father, my grandfather, as they're going through a lot. It's a hard time. So we really do appreciate that. Thank you for your support. I've tried to keep the episodes coming. I will continue to try to keep the episodes coming. As you're watching this, it's 2 weeks after I'm recording it, so hopefully a lot of the coronavirus stuff has spread. My fountain turns on, so I'm not peeing if you hear that noise. It's my fountain over there by the fish tank. Hopefully that stuff has kind of calmed down and we're able to resume some of our normal lives. If not, I'm just going to keep them coming as best I can. I can't promise they'll be 2 hours. I can't promise I'll be out and all over the place. But I try to do stuff. In fact, I'm not going to open these guys right now. I'll save those for the next episode. That way I know I have some content. I'll get down my hacks, which I don't have on display currently. In fact, I have a ton I haven't even opened. And maybe we'll have a little horsey fight, Sounds like fun to me. So I'll try to find some things to do. Got a bunch of Nerf guns. I may set up like Nerf fort. I don't know. We'll have some fun. We'll do our best to keep entertainment coming because I know it's hard. I mean, you don't want to put anybody at risk and danger, and so I understand what businesses are doing. So anyway, stay safe, keep yourself clean, Maybe right now, while we're in the midst of this, maybe don't. Well, you can, but only your own, and then wash your hands after. Squeeze it.